Shalom. First and foremost, as always, before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the Akim that do this work in truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this video will be edifying and to the point. Alright, this is going to be just a little quick hit. Alright. And the title of the quick hit is Let the Just Be Just Still. Alright, let the just be just still. Alright, I'm going to start off here at Psalms 37 and 37. And it says, Mark the perfect man and hold the upright for the end. For the end of that man is peace. Alright, so men, alright, that follow the straight and narrow, alright, with the fire on one side, alright, and the water on the other, alright, the path that only but one man can enter at a time, alright, the straight and narrow, the skinny, alright, that man is at peace. He's at peace of mind. He has his sanity, alright, he's in his right mind, alright, and if you notice, a lot of these guys who are have sold out for the bag, all right, in particular, all right, these rich and famous, all right, these rappers and all these other people, man, they are screwed up in the mind, man. All right, they have to cope, all right, with their mental by taking all kind of drugs and pills, all right, excess of wine, so forth and so on, man, just to cope with their everyday lives, because, you know, the wicked deeds and acts that they have committed, all right, is bothering them within their soul, man. All right, even 2/3 of Jake, man. All right, the murderers, real murderers, adulterers, all right, they don't have a peace of mind, all right, and they're not going to be at peace, all right, because they don't have this truth, man. All right, this truth brings you peace. All right, as the scriptures say, I will let you, you will lay in green pastures. Okay, so the green pastures is speaking about the truth. All right, because it gives you a comforting of mind to understand the scriptures, man. All right. You go a whole nother different route, a whole nother way of life and thinking, you know, is available, and it you know, it just changes you. So a man that knows that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is on his side, because he's following Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, all right, he's at peace, because the Lord's on his side. All right, if the Lord is on my side, as the scriptures say, who can be against us? Who can be against me? Nobody. All right, but for the unjust and the wicked, all right, they know not their end. All right. All right, this is, let me get this real quick. This is Proverbs 12 and 21. There shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. You see, so nothing is going to happen to the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, the elect of the nation of Israel, because the Lord has them in the palm of his hand, as the scriptures say. All right, and nobody shall pluck them out. All right, they're guarded by the angels, like the scriptures say. The scriptures say that, you know, the angels encamp around about them that fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And only the just is going to be doing that, man. The angel's not going to be, you know, protecting, all right, the wicked, man, from destruction. If anything, they're going to be preserving them for a harsher judgment, because they decide not to turn to the Lord. You know? So, you know, that's the lot of the wicked, judgment. All right? This is Proverbs. All right. Let's see here. Hold on one second. Proverbs 21:15. It says, "It is joy to the just to do judgment, follow the Lord's commandments. But destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity." So if you're a worker of iniquity, if all you do is live your life to thieve, to be a thief, to steal, to murder, all right, to be an adulteress, both physically and spiritually, then your end, all right, is death. All right, the scriptures say, all they that hate me love death. So if you love iniquity, you love being in sin and fulfilling the lust of your flesh, then the end of you will be destruction, man. The judgments of the Lord, the plagues that are going to hit the earth. All right. Let's see here. All right. Proverbs 29 and 27. It says, "An unjust man is an abomination to the wicked." Shalakia. Let me read that again. "An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked." So yeah, man. All right. What fellowship does light have with darkness? And vice versa. None at all, man. You know, none at all. So, you know, being around these particular people, man, they try to tempt you to go off. All right, try to pull you into their wickedness. You know, it's best to stay away from those people. All right, when you hear these people conversation, what are they really talking about? Nothing. You know, but wickedness, dumb. I mean, just dumb. You know what I mean? Just dumb. You know, duck behavior, stupid behavior, sottish children, as the scriptures say. You know, so, you know, stay clear and away from those people, man. All right, because just like when you put a rotten apple into, you know, a bowl that is, you know, doesn't have any mold or any, you know, fresh produce. You know, you take a bad apple and you put it with the good, it's gonna spoil the rest. A little leaven the lump. You know, so, you know, don't be too much engaged with these type of people, man. All right, spirits can hop on you. You know, this, that, and the third. So, you know, stay in all holy conversation, which is stay meditated on the scriptures. All right. Go ahead, and I'm probably gonna end out. All right, on one or two of these scriptures right here. All right, this is Hosea chapter 14, verse 9. All right, and it reads, "Who is wise and who shall understand these things? Prudent, and he shall know them. For the ways of the Lord are right, and the just walketh in them, but the transgressor shall fall therein," man. So like the scriptures say, man, you know, my sheep hear my voice and follow them, and follow me. So the sheep of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to follow, all right, going to follow the Lord until the end, whoever they may be. You know, while the unjust is going to turn their back, pull away the hand, as the scriptures say. All right. Last scripture, Sirach chapter 11, verse 21. "Marvel not at the works of the sinners, but trust in the Lord, and abide in the labor, for it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich." And that's what he's going to do. He's going to turn us around, Akim. All right, for the better. Don't envy the wicked, for the wicked know not their end. You see them prospering. They have all these, you know, they can have everything you can ever think of. But the Lord is going to give us more than what they have, man. As long as we stay grounded, faithful, keep our integrity, and keep on pushing and enduring. And that's really all that matters. You know, so continue to labor and to do what's right in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord's going to bless you, man. Just plain and simple. So, you know, Lord willing, that was edifying. Again, the just is going to be just, and the wicked is going to do wickedly, man. So continue to keep your integrity in these days. All right? So with that, Lord willing, it was edifying. Again, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the Akim that do this work in truth and sincerity. Until the next time, I say Shalom.